A new update is out for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but did they actually fix the game? Let's take a look. Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka A-Drive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today, and today we're gonna take a look at Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and the newest update, version 1.1.2, I believe, which just rolled out last night on Nintendo Switch consoles. If you have not updated your game yet, you simply connect to the internet, and it should update your game automatically on your Nintendo Switch. And it seems as though they have patched a lot of the issues that people were running into, a lot of the glitches, a lot of the cloning, and all sorts of crazy stuff. So I'm gonna break it down in this video. I'm gonna give my personal thoughts on everything, and I'm gonna give you my perspective on Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl in general. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button down below, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys are new so you don't miss out on our epic Pokemon content. Without further ado, let's talk about everything that got patched. So they came out with this patch for 1.1.2, and they said a few things. They fixed some issues that would prevent the game from progressing under certain circumstances, which are essentially soft locks where people were getting stuck in different areas. And then they also said some issues have also been fixed for more pleasant gameplay. These are about the most vague patch notes of all time. They probably could have just said something to the effect of like, hey, we fixed the game, maybe, and it would have been basically the same thing. But it's nice to see that they did an update. I'm the first person to say that I did not expect an update. I am very, very pessimistic when it comes to Pokemon updating games. I feel like they have a bad track record and bad history. But props to Ilka for patching this one and getting on top of their game. Now, I made some tweets last night about my thoughts on this, and I'll talk about what exactly got patched and things like that. But I posted that I was surprised about the fact that they patched it in the first place. And then I proceeded to post that I honestly don't have an opinion about this. Like, my thoughts are pretty simple. On one hand, it's nice that they patched the game. I think that it's good. It's their responsibility to make sure that there's a game that runs fluidly. The glitches are patched, a lot of them. There's still some. You know, getting access to things like Shaman are patched now. That's fine. On the other hand, someone glitching and cloning and duplicating and shiny hacking their games doesn't change my gameplay. It doesn't change how I play the game. And I feel like this is kind of a perspective of an adult, of someone who's growing up, who realizes these things. And if you're angered or upset by the fact that someone else is cheating their game, I actually recommend you kind of look at your priorities and realize that you can't control what other people are doing. And if other people are gonna hack their game or clone their game or glitch their game, that's their prerogative, man. It's their game. It doesn't impact your experience in any way. And let's not pretend like this hasn't existed for a decade with people utilizing programs like PK Hex and other hacking programs to hack their shinies, to hack their items, to hack their level 100s, whatever it is. This already exists, and it exists in BDSP with these glitches aside. So my honest take is very simple. It doesn't really matter to me. I wasn't gonna use them. Yes, I know I made a video on how to do the basic cloning. I stopped making the videos on it because I felt like it went a little too far, and I wasn't gonna use it anyway, so I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna sit this one out for now. But ultimately, if you wanna do that stuff, it's up to you. Just don't update your game. That's a pretty simple solution. If you wanna get Shaman, if you wanna clone, if you wanna hack your shinies within the confines of these glitches, just simply don't update to 1.1.2. If you do want to do those things, or you don't want to do those things rather, then you should update. I'm gonna update personally. Like, I'm gonna update my game because, again, I wasn't planning on using those anyway because it doesn't give me the fulfillment that I want from the game. I don't want to find shinies by using some glitch that allows me to get them. I want to find them by hunting for them. That's just my perspective. Ultimately, play the game how you want to play it, man. I'm not here to tell you. Now, another thing I want to mention, I feel like this is really important. There's this fear mongering going around by certain members of the community that you're gonna get your Switch banned, Nintendo's gonna show up at your house and dropkick your firstborn child because you cloned a Pokemon. That is absolutely ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. Listen, I'll take the L if I'm wrong here, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that there are gonna be no repercussions for those who clone their Pokemon. Listen, if you're out here distributing all these Pokemon and battling online and all that stuff, then you're at a different situation. But if you're simply cloning Pokemon or items in the confines of your game offline, I don't see any world how they're gonna do any sort of repercussions or reprimand people for that. Genuinely, I don't. Again, there's two different things, right? Distributing and trading and all that stuff, using it online in battles is one thing because they have different systems in place for that. The other situation is just doing it in the confines of your own game offline. Again, I just feel like this fear mongering that they're gonna like show up at your house and steal your TV. It's like, what are we talking about, people? I feel like we're being a little bit dramatic here about what the potential repercussions are gonna be. It's a Pokemon game. Like, let's not pretend like we're hacking into the CIA mainframe here. It's a Pokemon game. It's a video game. Like, do whatever you want. Play the game how you want to play it. It's whatever. And on another note, it's actually crazy to look at because Serbi has reported that this game is sold a tremendous amount in Japan. We have physical units in Japan, and it's actually trending with Sword and Shield sales, which to me is bonkers. Like, I honestly have a hard time understanding how this game is trending ahead of Sword and Shield right now at the same point in its lifespan in terms of sales in Japan. Because to me, like I said, I played BDSP 15 years ago when Diamond and Pearl came out. That doesn't mean I hate the game. It's the same game more or less. So I'm really surprised to see it's so successful, but hey, kudos to Ilka. It just shows the real power of the Pokemon brand and how people are gonna kind of consume no matter what, I guess. Again, I'm not a BDSP hater. I just am sitting here thinking like, wow, it's crazy to me that it's this popular. I'm really excited to see the sales figures over a longer period of time though, to see how the game ultimately does. But the reality of it is, this could be a good thing for Pokemon in a way, being able to outsource one of their games or their remake games. As much as I would have loved to see an ORAS style remake with megas and new features, if it's going to be successful and it allows their main teams to focus on other games like Arceus, then it might be a good thing for the franchise overall. Now, there's still a handful of things that are wrong in BDSP. There's a ton of glitches that seemingly have not been fixed. A lot of things like the Snowpoint Gym fix and the Veilstone glitch are fixed. And speedrunners are no longer going to be able to beat the game in under 20 minutes, which is crazy to me that was even a thing. But there's still things missing. To the best of my knowledge, by the way, and I'm going off of what I saw online, the Poke Radar is not fixed yet. For now, the Poke Radar does not give you perfect or boosted IV chance in between the decades, basically. So on the 10, 20, 30, 40 chains, you get the boosted IVs, but 21 to 29, you don't get the boosted IVs, etc. So that seems to be not fixed yet. And the Shiny Charm is a big one for us Shiny hunters, seemingly not fixed yet. Some people say it's intentional. I have a really hard time believing it's intentional. For those who don't know, the Shiny Charm only works on breeding in this game. It only works when you breed. Masuda method, 2 different Pokemon from different language games. Shiny Charm does not work in the wild. It does not work when you reset for a legendary. It does not work on the underground. It only works when you do the breeding, which to me feels like a mistake. It feels like a mistake. But simultaneously, again, I'm not gonna hold my breath for an update for that. I just don't see them making the patches. I'm pleasantly surprised that they made an update here. I just did not expect them to do anything about these glitches, but I felt like maybe they just thought they were too widespread. Maybe they were easy to fix and they were able to tackle it. But again, I'm not really expecting updates just because, again, there's a track record for Pokemon where they generally do not do these types of updates and they generally don't update their game. We've seen it before. It's not like Sword and Shield was glitch free. There was an exploit in the raid dens that people have continuously still used where you can exploit your Pokemon and guarantee a shiny by changing your clocks and things like that. So it's not like this is new. It's just one of those things where generally they don't update. And from my understanding, from seeing people like Eclipse on Twitter, there are still ways to utilize a lot of these glitches. A lot of them are patched, but there's other glitches that maybe haven't been covered through trading and all sorts of stuff. So this is not the end, right? This is not the end of the glitching and cloning and whatever else in BDSP. And we'll see if they do more patches and updates in the future. So again, I know this was a little ranty, but I wanted to give my thoughts about this because there's been a lot of talk in the community about what's going on with this, differing opinions and conflicting sides and whatever else. And I'm just gonna come in here as an adult in this situation and say, play the game however you wanna play it, as long as it doesn't impact other people, man. That's what it comes down to. I choose to play the game without utilizing these different things. I'm not gonna clone my Pokemon. I'm not gonna glitch a shiny. That's just not me. Like, that's not how I enjoy the game. But if that makes you happy and it's what you wanna do, then by all means, don't update and have fun with it. That's it. People have been asking me, am I gonna shiny hunt the Shaman? Well, now I'm definitely not, but no, I wasn't gonna wait. I wasn't gonna do the Shaman. I was gonna wait for the official event because personally I wanted for it to be legit. Those concerned about getting banned and stuff, I really don't think it's gonna happen. I'll take the L if it does. I mean, listen, I'm just a guy on the internet with an opinion. I really don't see them doing anything about people using these cloning things. Listen, if you're online, that's a different story, but in terms of being, housed in the confines of your game offline doing clones, I just don't see how they're gonna track that or even care. Because think about it, like, let's say little Timmy clones a Pokemon, he trades it to somebody else, they don't even know it's cloned, and who's responsible for that, right? Like, it's just, to me, it's ridiculous. So I wouldn't really lose sleep over it, guys. And again, the Nintendo ninjas are not gonna come into your house, kick down your door, and steal your chicken nuggies. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I hope you guys enjoyed this rant style video. Let me know your thoughts on the most recent update and patch for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl in the comments section below. Like the video, enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and that's gonna be that, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.